welcome to another session. I am your tutor and today we will discuss antonyms of 10 important words. Well, this method is effective because eventually you will learn 20 new words. Also, human brain tend to remember pair of words more easily than to remember single word, like above, below, push, pull, in, out, and so on. So without further ado, let's begin. So first pair we have as barbarous and civilized. Barbarous means someone who is uncivilized, lacking culture or refinement, or you can say merciless, cruel, extremely brutal. On the other hand, we have civilized, which means polite and good-mannered. Next up, we have niggardly, and the opposite of niggardly is lavishly. Niggardly means a miser, grudgingly mean about spending or granting. A miser person who is mean about spending, but lavishly means spending or bestowing profusely. You can say a lavish donor who spends or bestow profusely. Next up, we have antagonize and tranquillize. Antagonize means arouse hostility in someone or provoke the hostility of a person. On the contrary, tranquillize means to pacify someone or relieve someone from mental tension and anxiety. As you can see, antagonize is a negative word, but tranquillize is a positive word, which means to pacify someone, to mollify someone. Next up, we have fastidious and adjustable. Fastidious means showing or demanding excessive delicacy and care. A person who is very finicky about his needs, that person is known as fastidious. He is meticulous, sensitive, and carries demanding attitude. On the contrary, adjustable means a person who settles easily without any demands. Next, we have enduring and fleeting. Enduring means to remain firm under suffering and misfortune without giving up or yielding. I repeat, to remain firm under suffering and misfortune without yielding or giving up. But fleeting means lasting for a very short time. Someone who cannot bear suffering and cannot tolerate it for a long time and gives up easily is a person who is fleeting. Next up, we have bleak and bright. Bleak is a person who is very depressing, dull, monotonous, lacking in warmth. But on the contrary, bright means someone who is glorious, or you can say someone who is lively and cheerful. So bleak is a negative word and bright means cheerful is a positive word. Next up, we have heretical and its opposite is orthodox. Heretical is someone who has their own beliefs, holding an opinion at odds. They do not follow decade-old practices and traditions, but they have their own belief. On the contrary, orthodox means a conservative person, following traditional practices, rules, and beliefs. The next we have is veneration, whose opposite is disrespect. Veneration means to regard someone with reverential respect, to honor someone. On the contrary, disrespect means to dishonor someone. So here you get to learn a new word, that is veneration, which means to honor someone, to give respect, to give a person a reverential respect. Next up, we have ham-fisted and adroit. Ham-fisted means someone who is not so skillful in his work, who is inept, who is clumsy. On the contrary, adroit means a clever, skillful person. The synonyms for adroit are adept and dexterous. So again, ham-fisted is a negative word, but adroit is a very positive word. Next up, we have procrastinate and expedite. Procrastinate means to put off something, to postpone something intentionally or habitually. But expedite means to accelerate the process or progress. It means to increase the pace of something. So they are very contrary to each other, where procrastinate means to put off, to postpone, but on the other hand, expedite means to accelerate, to increase the pace. So that's all from my side. This was part 1 of antonyms. I hope you liked the session. You can also watch my last video on 10 most difficult words of English, part 1. Thank you so much.